on my way. The nerves really set in last night. I was starting to get a little more like worried, and not worried, but just kind of nervous, excited, and now today I'm like, oh my god, this is actually happening right now. I need coffee. I have a caffeine headache. Stop number 1. Welcome to Minneapolis, where it takes 20 minutes or more to drive 8 miles. Well, I made it, and this place looks way scarier than I remember. Not really, but it's big and it has all those satellite things on it, which is kind of cool. But I did stop and get coffee, and I'm gonna down this quick. So this is the studio. We have what's called Woods. What is it? We just had it. Just filmed in it earlier. Hang on. We have scripts, kind of. Wild. So this area is called Wild, and this is where sometimes they'll do certain segments in here, or weather, but it's usually where they're interviewing a host or some, not a host, but interviewing someone, a guest. This is everyday news, sports, sometimes weather. Well, that was an interesting day. I learned a lot real quick. But it wasn't anything overly complicated, and a lot of it was something that I've either heard of or done before. That didn't do anything, did it? But, yeah. It's basically what I thought it would be, except there's a lot more, like, you're thrown into it. I was trained with someone the whole time, but you know how that can be. So, but I did okay, and it was good. My feet hurt. I literally didn't sit down the whole time. Whew. So day 2 is here, and I'm ready to go. And I'm not going to show up 45 minutes earlier today, because that's how early I was yesterday. I did learn a ton, and I mean a ton. Like, my brain was just buzzing by the end of the day. Let's see, they have a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6, 6:30, and a 10 o'clock cast during the shift that I was working. And I observed at the 4 o'clock and observed the first part of the 6 o'clock, and then they had me try a segment of the 6 in terms of directing, and what you do is you work the prompter and you direct them to the cameras. And you're also telling them where to stand, because they move sets quite a few times in an episode, or whatever you want to call it. So I tried a segment of the 6, and I did pretty good, so I just kept going. And I wasn't fully directing during that part. I was just working the prompter, which is that's a talent. And the thing was sticking, so we were having trouble pretty much all night, like, with it sticking, and it was interesting, but they made it work. And the anchors were really good, like, about it, knowing kind of what happened next, so they were able to ad-lib a little. But anyway, so I actually fully did the 6:30 show with the prompter, and I directed a little bit, but yeah, that was the last show that I was there for, and then I left at 7. Tonight I'm sure I'll be doing a bit more, just because obviously that's the point. Right now the directors of the show are actually floor directing, and I met so many people. I met probably like 30 plus people. It was ridiculous. I met all the anchors except for the ones that were out of town or had the day off. Yeah, it was pretty crazy and surreal, I guess you could say. But the anchor Randy, or I don't know his last name, but the anchor Randy, he's one of the main anchors. He's super nice and very professional, but they were all super nice, and they were all saying, "This is so awesome! What a great opportunity for you," and just stuff like that. So it was a really positive day. It was a really good day, and a very hard day. I had to learn so much. Like, obviously, we know how to scroll up and down a prompter. And you understand the concept of directing them from camera to camera because you have someone in your ear, like I've done, you know. And so it's not like I didn't understand that part. But what was a little bit more challenging was we have a script. And the script was just really, at first, confusing. And it doesn't look confusing at all. But it's at first confusing because the different numbers mean different things, and the different words mean different things, and there's acronyms, and there's, you know, all that stuff. So I learned a lot real quick about that. One thing that I got was in here, this little key card to get in. It's a secure building. I think everyone would remember that toured it. And right now I have a visitor pass, but I will have an employee pass. I think maybe today I will get that. And I have to go and get my picture taken, and they print that out, and then you have a pass like on one of these with your picture. You can put your key card in with it. So yeah, so it went good. It's just been a very a really fast learning process. Not that I, you know, struggled at all. It was just like, okay, yeah, I just learned this, now I'm gonna go do it. So yeah, I got smart today. And I'm bringing a whole pack of water and keeping it in my vehicle / the fridge that they have for employees. I just had my picture taken for an official ID to be made, so that was weird, but kind of cool. I hope I get to keep it. Oh God, I'm gonna kill myself on these cords. So this is the prompter device that you use to move the words up and down. You can jump to the next segment if it's just a package and they're not speaking on air. And that's their prompter, so that's what they see, and you can scroll, you can see them scrolling up and down. And so like that white bit, is a package. So you would just hit this blue next, and it would jump up. But right now we obviously don't have anything going, but yeah. And they can see, if I move, they can see themselves on camera. So it's kind of neat. This morning, I got lunch at Chipotle today because there was nothing for me to do, so she told me to go get lunch. So anyway, this morning I got here at 10:30. Well, I got here before that, but whatever. And I was told that I would be directing the 11 o'clock show myself, all by myself, fully. And I think that was good that I did it and was kind of thrown into it because it allowed me to just do it, you know, and I had to do it, and I didn't like have to think about it. I just had to do it, and it worked, so that was good. I officially floor directed the, let's see, it would have been the 11 o'clock, the 4 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6, and 6:30 show on my own. It went well. I mean, it could have been a disaster, but it wasn't. So I feel pretty good about it. I'll show you guys my badge. I'm official. Isn't this pretty? Apparently there's a floral company, honestly can't remember the name of it, who provides the flowers and bouquets for every Saturday show.
I'm going out with the neighbors, Phyllis's neighbors that live by your side.
But we do
Oh my
dairy
God,
free
oh my God.
So some people that just like
Tomorrow is the last day at KARE 11. It is late. It's 11 o'clock. I just got home. It was more bittersweet tonight because I had to say goodbye to everyone I work with on a daily basis. So that was sad, and it was really a lot harder than I thought it would be. It was just in the hopes of seeing them all again, obviously, but everyone gave me hugs and all wished me well and hoped they get to see me again, and you know, you never know, but it was a hard day. Tomorrow will be another good day, but I think also a very hard one because it will be the final day. So anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep and see you tomorrow.